Hi, Stefan the BMW DIY guy. In my continued series on car care, what I really want to get serious about is cleaning the glass in my car. So I've noticed a lot of different things. On the inside, you have fingerprints, you get road grime that adds up. You don't notice until you actually clean your glass and you realize how bad it really is, especially on the inside. Now, the other thing that I tend to notice a lot is that sometimes the road grime you get up is kind of oily, so you do try to wipe it down and you make a big streak and now it looks worse. Now, on the outside, you have all the obvious things, right? You've got all the bugs and grime and dirt that you pick up on the road. Now, the other thing that you can get as well, as you're cleaning your car or washing your car, you can get chemicals on it. So if you're using, spray conditioner for wax or cleaner, or if you have a ceramic coat like from CarPro and you're using the Reload or some of the other chemicals that you have, it gets on your glass and your glass can get dirty. So I really want to get serious about cleaning my glass, especially on the inside. The outside is harder to control, but the inside really makes a difference. And honestly, it makes a difference also from a safety point of view. I think all too often we neglect our glass. So what I'm going to do today is I've got a microfiber dusting diamond from Sky's the Limit Car Care. I also have a Cloudbuster microfiber towel that's specifically designed for cleaning your windows. Now, using with that, I've got Scholl Concepts ICE cleaner gel. So it's going to spray that on. It doesn't run all over the place. You've got a lot of different options, right? You can use Windex, but I don't know about you, and maybe it's just me. I find that I use Windex in some of the common glass cleaners and I streak all the glass in my car really badly. So we're going to clean the inside and outside of all the glass in the car. Now, the one trick that is really kind of cool, so if you do streak your glass, you can tell where it is. So as you wipe your glass, for example, on the outside, we're only going to go left to right. On the inside, we're only going to go up and down. So that way, if at some point, if I find a streak in my glass, I can tell you where it is. I can tell if it's on the inside or the outside. If it goes side to side, it'll be on the outside. If it goes up and down, it's on the inside, and I can get to it really simply. So let's take a look at the product. Let's take a look at the towels we're going to use. And it really makes a difference. And these are products and towels and items that are going to last me a long time, rather than just using paper towels and Windex, which really does only an iffy job at best. All right, so let's take a look, and we're going to use the driver's side door as our primary example for interior and exterior glass, but ultimately we're going to do it all the way around. All right, so this is my driver's side door propped open, and you're looking at it at about a 45-degree angle, because what I wanted you to see was the main part of the surface as we work the surface here, both interior and exterior. And we're going to use the same concepts on all the glass all the way around. So obviously I've got a two-door coupe. You can apply this to any car that you have, four-door, two-door, hatchback, whatever. So this is the Scholl Concepts ICE Cleaner Gel. You just spray it, and it's designed not to run. Like I said, I'm using the Cloudbuster microfiber tool, so I'm going to hang on to my door so my door doesn't move on me. Okay? Now, like I said, in pursuit of streaks, I'm going to go only horizontal side to side on the outside. So if I do have a streak, I'll be able to tell where it is so I can find it. And this is going to do a really good job of taking off any chemicals or anything that I've got on my glass, as well as clean the glass very, very well. Yeah, that's really good. It's going to be difficult to see on video, candidly. A lot of this is going to be hard to see. But what I'm really excited about is using this on the inside especially, and especially the inside of the windshield. That it gets more grimy and more gross than you realize. And it only takes the first day driving in the afternoon sun, where the sun's coming down at the right angle and it looks like you're looking through through fog or pea soup, and it's the inside of your windshield, which is pretty gross. Okay, so obviously I've gone side to side on the exterior, so let me step around, and I'm going to go up and down, and the stuff is doing a great job of not running, and it's not spraying all over the place. So, and then on the inside, I'll hold the door again, I'm going to go up and down with this Cloudbuster towel, which is doing a great job. Now, you can use a paper towel or something similar, but they don't recommend it because it's going to leave lint behind. Just like that. All right. So really tremendously better already. And you can just see it on how reflective the glass is, that it's quite a bit better on the inside. Okay. So we're going to repeat this process all the way around. The other thing we're going to do is I'm going to look to the inside, because what I want to use is also, I'm going to clean all of my glass, and then I've got a dusting diamond mitt, which I'm going to use across the top of my console as well, because I have no doubt that I'm going to get some cleaning chemicals onto my dash, so I want to dust that thoroughly. So I want to show you that mitt, which is really, really cool. So, all right, so one of several windows down. I'm going to do the rest. I'm going to work my way around to the windshield, and then I'll show you what I'm doing, especially from the inside, looking up at the windshield. Okay, so all the exterior glass is done, plus the interior of my doors. The back windows are getting a little bit harder. Obviously, I've got a coupe, so I'm going to have to crawl inside to get the back glass in both the back windows and the rear glass, which I think is really important. The rear glass is another thing that you don't realize how dirty it is until you start cleaning it. So now the windshield, I've got two different things here. So I've got my cleaner, but I also have my dusting diamond, which I'm going to use normally anyway, and it's got two different sides. It's got an extra soft side and a little bit of a more absorbent side, so if you need to just scrub it, buff it all. I'm going to use this after I'm done, because I really think while this won't run, it does have a little bit of overspray, so I'm sure I'm going to get overspray onto my console a little bit. So I'm going to use the dusting diamond to wipe everything down, which is a nice thing to do anyway, right? So if your dash is all dusty, across the top of your steering wheel gets dusty, all of those things. So the dusting diamond is going to be perfect for that. But the big thing in this, and I have two of these Cloudbuster cloths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my hand on the inside as I wipe this down, because what I don't want to do is get my hand all over the windshield, right? So on the interior glass, I'm going vertical wipes, so I can tell if I've got a streak or something like that. And the stuff does a good job of not running. So, but again, there's still a little bit where it's going to overspray. There's really not much I can do about that. But it doesn't run, which is nice. So I'm even going to do my mirror a little bit, because your mirror will get gross. So I'm going to take my my Cloudbuster on the mirror, which is great because I've had some spots on my mirror that just would not go away, and they're gone. So then, like I said, I'm going to stick my hand on the inside of this and do vertical up and down in a good sweeping pattern so I don't miss anything. Now, if you've got a center display, like my F32 does here, you're going to have to work around it a little bit. And you can see initially it looks like it wants to haze a little bit, but it does a darn good job, and there's a lot of just gross that's going to come off. So be really thorough in each swipe that you get so you don't miss anything, because if you miss spots, they're going to be extra obvious. So there we go. So there's half the windshield right there. We've got a little bit on the other side that's left. But that already looks substantially better, and it's going to look even better out in the sun. So now what you can do is you can take your dusting diamond, which you put your mitt into it like this, and you can make sure to wipe off any overspray. Now the other thing I can recommend this for, because it's really soft, is on your display screens. So if you've got a car that has a display, whether it's touch or not, this is going to be really good to clean that off. I will freely admit that in a previous car that I had, I'd never had a screen on it right after I bought my car. One of the first things I did was go, is it a touch screen? And I touched it, and I put a scratch in the surface of the screen of the car that I just bought, and it bugged me the entire time I owned it. So a good dusting diamond like this is really good, that you know you're going to be able to clean that off and not scratch the surface. If you have carbon fiber interior like I do, works really, really well. You can get all that cleaned off and dusted off and looking nice. Clean off any overspray, clean off any dust that you can do otherwise, and really brush up your interior and have it look really nice. Okay, so that's one side of the windshield. I'm going to go to the other side and do the rest. And then in my car, again, because it's a coupe, I have to crawl in the back. So I'm going to crawl in the back, do the inside of the back windows in vertical stripes and the inside of the back glass in vertical stripes, and I'll get that done. But other than that, it's pretty close to being done. And the difference in this product is huge. Like I said, using more common glass cleaners, I always seem to really, I streak it. I just do, and it doesn't look good. It actually usually looks worse after I've used the glass cleaning product. So I am really impressed. This ice cleaner gel is absolutely fantastic. I don't think my mirrors and windows have been this clean ever. So I'm going to finish the rest of the glass. I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so all done, and for using this as a glass cleaner, I could not be more impressed. Now, if you read the product, it says that it's also good on chrome. It can be used on your paint to remove water spots or chalk spots after a wash, that sort of thing, if you use a microfiber cloth. I believe it. This did a really good job in cleaning up the glass. I don't think I've ever seen the glass in my car look better. The other thing that's really nice about this is that since it's a gel, you can literally spray it vertical. So I sprayed the inside of my sunroof and got that all cleaned off. In my coupe, because I've got a 435 coupe, the back glass is very, very sloped from the inside and it's hard to get to. So you can spray at it and it doesn't run, it doesn't goop, it doesn't drip, it doesn't run all over the place, which is really, really nice. So I really recommend this. The Cloudbuster microfiber towels are fantastic. They're so much better. You know, use paper towels and you're going to leave dust, that paper towel dust all over the place. You use a terry cloth towel, you can leave streaks or fiber. So the Cloudbuster towels are worth it for me, and they're what I'm going to use on my glass moving forward. So all in all, I'm really impressed, and it's absolutely worth it. Now, and as far as your day-to-day detailing, this really didn't add very much time. It's just having the right product, the right towel, and just cleaning everything else. And so it got any chemical residue off the outside of my glass. And again, the outside is problematic. They're going to be clean until I drive it, and I'm going to get bugs and dust and who knows what. But the insides especially are going to be clean for months moving forward, which is really, really nice. So all in all, I really strongly recommend this. So thank you to Corey. He's absolutely fantastic to work with. Great products. That's where this came from. That's where the towels came from. Really recommend it. If you look in the description of the video, you can find links to all of these products. So if you have any questions, I do my best to answer them. I really appreciate your support. If you like what you've seen, please click subscribe. It makes a huge difference to me and my channel. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.